A giant new interstellar visitor has entered our solar system. An object so large and dazzling that astronomers say it is almost 100 times bigger and brighter than 3 Atlas. First spotted on September 12, 2025 with the SWAN instrument on board the ESO spacecraft. Its discovery triggered an immediate series of worldwide observations. Within 48 hours, Australian comet hunter Michael Shiatso took an incredible photograph that left scientists aghast. This was no ordinary visitor from the void. It was something different altogether. A showy spectacle hurtling toward the sun with an intensity that overwhelms every known comet sighting of recent times. Its surprise arrival has already sparked controversy among astronomers, some referring to it as the most important interstellar find since UMWA. Others hypothesize that the coincidence of its arrival, right on the heels of 3 Atlas making its own solar encounter, can't be mere chance. If you're intrigued by enigmas such as this, and wish to remain informed of discoveries restructuring our understanding of the universe, be sure to subscribe for more. Its physical appearance is no less astounding. The newcomer's tail spreads almost 2 astronomical units across the sky, roughly 5 times the full moon's width as observed from Earth. Against this brilliant streak of light, 3 Atlas's own slender thread of a tail appears almost negligible, like the path of one matchstick compared to one inferno. The magnitude of this tail suggests an enormous release of material or energy far greater than what would be released by a normal comet. Some astronomers have even pondered whether this may not be plain alging due to solar warming, but a more directed or controlled effect. Its radiant quality and sharply delineated tail render it one of the most dramatically visible objects ever imaged by amateur and professional telescopes alike, a glowing orb slicing through the cosmic black. The International Astronomical Union acted with haste to categorize and title the object, bestowing upon it the designation CC2-225 or 2 SWAN after its discovery instrument. Originally called SWAN 25b, its official designation secured its position in the astronomical history books, but christening it failed to silence the questions. As opposed to 3I Atlas, which originates from an area close to the galactic center, SWAN's point of origin is truly alien. It arrived shrieking in from Aquarius, a totally different path, so that the possibility of them being pieces of the same body is practically zero. This autonomy further adds to the enigma. 2 unconnected interstellar objects making their way to our solar system within a few months of one another and both headed directly to converge on the sun at almost the exact same time. This coincidence tests credulity for many in the science community. Is it possible 2 such vagrants would show up back-to-back after centuries of quiet? Or are we seeing something orchestrated, some event larger than we realize in the cosmos? It is the perception of timing that upsets astronomers the most. SWAN will come closest to the Sun, its perihelion, at a mere 150 million kilometers. Not much later, 3I Atlas will go by at 103 million kilometers. Cosmically, the disparity is hairline thin, a mere 50 million kilometers apart, and the differential is closing as gravitation tugs insidiously at their velocities. For an instant in October 2025, the 2 bodies will go out of sight from all Earth-based telescopes, engulfed by the sun's blinding light. When they reappear, their trajectories could be forever altered, or one might not return at all. Astronomers are preparing for what might be an historic natural experiment. 2 interstellar visitors perhaps communicating, flying by, or even crashing out of our line of sight. Whatever transpires in those invisible weeks in the proximity of the sun might redefine what we understand about comets, interstellar debris, and maybe even intelligent design in the universe. As the 2 interstellar bodies approach the center of the solar system, the timing becomes more and more ominous. SWAN's perihelion, its closest pass to the sun, will be around 150 million kilometers, effectively the same as the Earth's orbit. A few days afterwards, 3I Atlas will make its own trajectory, passing the Sun at about 103 million kilometers. The distance between them, hardly 50 million kilometers, may be huge to human eyes, but in cosmic terms, it is like two bullets flying inches apart. More horrifying is the reality that at this critical point, both objects will be out of sight behind the Sun's fireball. No telescope on Earth will be able to follow them for weeks. It is as if the universe itself has pulled a curtain, leaving humankind blind to whatever lies ahead. Astronomers are gearing up for this blackout with anticipation and fear. When the two visitors re-emerge on the other side, their trajectories could be greatly changed, showing whether they have had a gravitational interaction or maybe in ways no one is anticipating. Will they speed up, slow down, or change courses altogether? Some even wonder if it is possible there could be a near miss, or even more spectacularly, a collision. If either object breaks apart close to perihelion, the debris would rain into the inner solar system, producing an eye-catching meteor show or threat to satellites and spacecraft. Regardless of the outcome, the October window is a once-in-a-lifetime conjunction, and its influence may spread far beyond astronomy. What is most unsettling, though, are the characteristics these objects seem to have. Results from 3I Atlas have already rocked the scientific community. Spectroscopy indicates its composition is made up of pure nickel devoid of the iron content that naturally occurs in natural meteoritic material. Such a composition in itself would be sufficient to ignite debate. But it is the energy readings that have sent researchers into shock. Instruments have quantified emissions in line with a continuous 10-gigawatt power source deeply embedded in the object, equivalent to 50 nuclear power stations running in concert. Stranger still, its tail does not act like normal contrary outgassing. Rather than an unfocused spray of sublimating ice, its emissions create a slender columnated jet as if under intentional control. The flow remains steady at a constant velocity, and at perihelion its hue suddenly changes from red to green, something that Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb refers to as thrust modulation. According to him, the object is not just expelling gas, but actually plotting a new course as solar heating rises. If 3I Atlas resembles a probe, SWAN or 2 is something far more formidable. Early observations indicate a sheath of highly ionized plasma surrounding its core, creating a shimmering barrier capable of deflecting charged particles from the solar wind. Unlike a passive cometary coma, this shield seems to fluctuate dynamically, almost as though it were being tuned in real time. Its vast luminous tail spanning 5 full moons suggests immense power behind its emissions. Still more incredible, minute periodic fluctuations in brightness have been observed, suggesting controlled bursts of propulsion. These flashes of light are consistent with a high-efficiency plasma drive, pushing the object ever so slowly along its trajectory. Spectral analysis also uncovered residues of nickel-cobalt plasma in combination with carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, a chemical combination not seen in any terrestrial process. Creating such a blend would take temperatures and magnetic confinement beyond anything spontaneous in comets. And then there is the core itself. If 3I Atlas's 10-gigawatt output was staggering, SWAN's core is incredible. Its energy outputs are estimated at over 10,000 gigawatt per second. To have perspective, that is close to the entire power consumption of human society condensed into one interstellar device. Others equate it to the power release of coalescing black holes miniaturized but perfectly contained. In their view, if 3I Atlas is a scout, then SWAN is the fortress, a leviathan making its way across the void on a quest that defies categorization. SWAN's center is said to produce over 10,000 gigawatt per second, a quantity of energy so immense that it overwhelms the total electrical use of Earth by orders of magnitude. It is not a literal comet nucleus. It is a contained energy source, a reactor whirring at a level we hardly dare dream of. If such a device actually exists, it would suggest technology that can hold, control, and contain energy on the scale of cosmic events. That the notion of an object moving through interstellar space, lasting tens of thousands of years, then powering on or illuminating exactly as it approaches our sun suggests a system that is not merely resilient, but aware.